What if the man you remember, the one with the steady hands and the quiet confidence, isn't gone? What if he's just dormant waiting, not for a miracle, not for a time machine, but for a simple, powerful key to unlock the strength that is still inside you right now? I'm Dr. Grace Morgan. For more than 15 years, I've been a urologist, but more than that, I've been a witness. I've sat across from hundreds, maybe thousands of men just like you. Good men. Men who have built companies, raised families, fought for their country. Men who have lived lives of substance. And in the quiet confidence of my office, they share a secret, unspoken fear, a feeling that the light inside them is dimming, that the strength they once took for granted is slipping through their fingers like sand. They don't use dramatic words. They say things like, "I just feel off, doc," or "the energy isn't there anymore," or "the one that always gets me, I don't feel like myself." This isn't about ego. It's not about vanity. It's about identity. It's the feeling that the man in the mirror is becoming a stranger. The fatigue that settles in your bones isn't just physical tiredness. It's a weariness of the soul. The hesitation before lifting something heavy, the mental fog that clouds your mornings, the fading of that inner fire that drive. These are not just signs of aging. They are signals. Your body is trying to tell you something profound. And for too long, we've been misinterpreting the message. We've been told a story of inevitable decline, that after 50, after 60, it's all downhill. We're told our testosterone fades, our muscles weaken, our minds slow down, and we're supposed to just accept it. Maybe take a pill for this, a cream for that, and gracefully fade into the background. But what I have learned, what I have seen with my own eyes, is that this story is fundamentally wrong. It is not the full truth. The truth is, your body's core systems for creating strength, vitality, and power have not vanished. They haven't been dismantled by time. They have simply been constricted, put to sleep. There is a silent, powerful river that flows through every man, a river of life, of energy, of masculine vitality. When this river flows freely, you feel strong, you feel clear, you feel capable, you feel like you. But when the river becomes blocked, when it narrows to a trickle, everything begins to wither. And the master key that controls the flow of this river, the one thing that determines whether it is a raging force of nature or a stagnant, shallow stream, is a single, miraculous molecule that your own body is designed to produce. It's called nitric oxide. Now stay with me. This isn't some complicated biochemistry lesson. Think of it this way. Your blood vessels are the riverbanks, and nitric oxide is the gatekeeper. It's the signal that tells those riverbanks to relax, to open up, to widen, allowing a surge of life-giving blood oxygen and nutrients to flow to every single cell in your body, to your muscles, to your heart, to your brain, and yes, to the parts of you that define your manhood. When your nitric oxide levels are high, your internal river flows freely. Your blood pressure naturally regulates. Your muscles get the fuel they need to perform and recover. Your brain gets the oxygen it needs for clarity and focus. Your body's inflammation goes down. Your confidence, your energy, your very sense of self, it all comes flooding back because you are literally being nourished from the inside out. But here is the problem. After the age of 40, your body's natural ability to produce this critical molecule drops. By the time you're 60, it can be less than half of what it was in your 20s. This isn't your fault. It's a consequence of modern life. Chronic stress, certain foods, a lack of specific kinds of movement, even the way you breathe. All of it slowly, silently closes the floodgates on your inner river. This is why you feel tired. This is why your recovery is slower. This is why your performance in every area of life can feel diminished. It's not that you've lost your strength. It's that your strength is trapped upstream. But here is the most incredible hope-filled news I can possibly share with you. You can turn this around. You can, starting today, tell your body to start producing more nitric oxide. You can reopen those channels. You can get that river flowing again. And you don't need a prescription. You don't need an expensive or invasive procedure. You just need to give your body the right signals. So let's talk about how we do that. I'm going to share 4 simple, powerful pillars that I have seen transform men's lives. These are not quick fixes. They are foundational practices. They are the way you reclaim your birthright of vitality. The first pillar is the simplest and perhaps the most overlooked. It is the power of your own breath. I call this the breath of a warrior. Think about how you're breathing right now. Is it shallow into your chest? Is it through your mouth? For most of us, especially when we're stressed or distracted, the answer is yes. And mouth breathing is a silent killer of nitric oxide production. Your sinuses, the cavities in your skull behind your nose, are a primary factory for nitric oxide. When you breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose, you pull that freshly made nitric oxide down into your lungs, where it's immediately absorbed into your bloodstream and goes to work, relaxing and opening your blood vessels from head to toe. Every single nasal breath is a direct deposit of vitality into your body's bank account. So here is the first action. It takes less than 2 minutes. Several times a day, I want you to stop what you're doing. Sit up straight, close your mouth, and simply take 5 slow, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale for a count of 4. Feel your belly expand. Hold it for just a moment, and then exhale slowly for a count of 6. As you do this, I want you to visualize that river inside you. With every inhale, picture the floodgates opening a little wider. Picture the flow getting stronger, richer, reaching every part of you. This isn't just a relaxation exercise. It is a profound biological command. You are telling your body, I am safe, I am strong. Open the channels. One of my patients, a 64-year-old executive named Robert, was running on fumes. He was stressed, his blood pressure was creeping up, and he felt a constant anxious tension in his chest. He thought this breathing stuff was nonsense. But he promised me he'd try. He set a timer on his watch to do it 3 times a day, at his desk in his car, at a red light, and before he went to sleep. After 2 weeks, he came back to my office. He looked different. The tension in his jaw was gone. He said, "Doc, it's the strangest thing. I feel calmer, but also more powerful. Like my engine is finally running smoothly." His blood pressure had dropped 8 points. He wasn't just feeling better. He was objectively getting healthier just by changing the way he breathed. That is the power you hold in your own lungs. The second pillar is about what you use to build your body. This is the fuel for the river. Your body cannot make nitric oxide from nothing. It needs specific raw materials, and nature has provided them in abundance. The most important of these are compounds called nitrates, found in certain vegetables. When you eat these foods, the healthy bacteria in your mouth and gut convert those nitrates directly into nitric oxide. It's like delivering a rush order of raw timber directly to your body's construction site. Now, I'm not going to give you a long, complicated diet plan. I want you to focus on adding just a few key things. The kings of the nitrate world are dark, leafy greens. Think spinach, arugula, kale, and Swiss chard. And the other powerhouse is the humble beet. Beets and beetroot juice are so effective at boosting nitric oxide that they are studied by athletic organizations for performance enhancement. Here's the simple action. Find one way every single day to get one of these foods into your body. It could be a handful of spinach blended into a morning smoothie. You won't even taste it. It could be a side salad with arugula at lunch. It could be a small glass of beetroot juice in the afternoon. Don't think of it as eating your vegetables. Think of it as consciously, deliberately feeding the river. You are providing the essential building blocks your body is crying out for. Other incredible foods that support this process are garlic, which contains enzymes that boost nitric oxide production, and dark chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate, which is rich in flavonoids that protect the nitric oxide you already have from breaking down too quickly. Imagine your body is a beautiful classic car. For years, you've been putting low-grade fuel in it, and you're wondering why it's sputtering and struggling. These foods are the high-octane premium fuel. When you start providing them consistently, the engine doesn't just run, it begins to roar back to life. It's a difference you can feel. A warmth, a better pump at the gym, clearer thinking. It's the feeling of your river beginning to flow again. The third pillar is about movement, but not the kind of punishing, grueling exercise that leaves you exhausted. This is about the forgotten movement. Our modern lives are defined by sitting. We sit at desks, in cars, on couches. And when we sit, our river stagnates. The flow to the lower half of our body, to our powerful leg muscles and our pelvic region, becomes sluggish. This is a disaster for a man's vitality. The health of your entire system is dependent on circulation. Movement is the pump that keeps the river flowing. But it's a specific kind of movement that matters most. I want you to rediscover two things: walking with intention and the deep squat. Walking is humanity's oldest and most fundamental exercise. But I don't mean a slow, shuffling walk. I mean walking with purpose. 30 minutes a day. Swing your arms. Breathe through your nose. Feel your feet connecting with the ground. This rhythmic contraction of your leg muscles acts as a secondary heart pumping blood and lymphatic fluid up from your lower body, fighting stagnation and dramatically improving circulation. And then there is the squat. For most of human history, the deep squat was our resting position. It's how we cooked, talked, and waited. It is a foundational human movement that we have almost completely lost. The deep squat opens up the hips, strengthens the pelvic floor, and sends a massive surge of blood flow to the entire root of your being. This area is the very center of a man's hormonal and sexual health. Now you don't have to do a perfect gym-style squat. Here is the action. Find a sturdy doorway, hold onto the frame for balance, and just lower yourself down as far as you comfortably can, keeping your heels on the floor. Hold it for 30 seconds. Breathe deeply through your nose. Feel the stretch. Feel the opening. Do this just once or twice a day. You are reawakening dormant muscles. You are sending a powerful signal to your body to restore blood flow to your foundational core. This isn't about building massive legs. It's about unplugging a dam that has been holding back your vitality for years. It is a simple, profound act of physical liberation. The fourth and final pillar is the one that ties everything together. It is where the magic of rebuilding happens. This is the power of deep sleep. You can breathe perfectly, eat the best foods, and move your body. But if you are not getting sufficient high-quality sleep, you will never fully heal. Sleep is not a passive state of rest. It is the most active and critical period for physical and hormonal regeneration. It is during the deep stages of sleep that your body releases its peak levels of human growth hormone. It's when your brain cleanses itself of metabolic waste. And it is when the delicate balance of your hormones, especially testosterone, and the stress hormone cortisol is reset. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol, and cortisol is the enemy of nitric oxide. It causes your blood vessels to constrict. It puts your body in a constant state of fight or flight. It shuts down non-essential functions like repair, digestion, and sexual response. Cortisol is like a poison to your inner river. Deep sleep is the antidote. As you sleep, your cortisol levels plummet, and your testosterone production naturally peaks in the early morning hours. This is your body's prime time for repair. It's when it rebuilds the linings of your blood vessels, replenishes your energy stores, and solidifies your memories. So your final action is to honor your sleep. Make your bedroom a sanctuary. Make it cool, dark, and quiet. Turn off all screens, the phone, the tablet, the television, at least an hour before bed. The blue light from these devices tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, suppressing the melatonin you need to fall asleep and stay asleep. Instead of scrolling through news or emails, read a book. Listen to calm music. Do your 5 deep nasal breaths. Prepare your mind and body for this sacred period of restoration. This isn't a luxury. In the modern world, it is a radical act of self-preservation. It is the single greatest investment you can make in your long-term strength and vitality. So let's bring this all together. The breath of a warrior, the fuel for the river, the forgotten movement, and the power of deep sleep. These are not 4 separate tasks to add to your to-do list. They are interconnected threads in a new way of living. Each one amplifies the others. Breathing through your nose calms your nervous system, which helps you sleep deeper. Eating nitrate-rich foods gives your body the tools it needs to maximize the circulatory benefits of your daily walk. Moving your body helps you sleep better at night. It is a beautiful upward spiral of vitality. This is about reclaiming the man in the mirror. Not by chasing a younger version of yourself, but by nourishing and unlocking the wise, powerful, and capable man you are right now. Aging is not a process of losing things. It is a process of gaining wisdom. And the ultimate wisdom is learning how to work with your body, not against it. To listen to its signals, to give it what it truly needs. The strength you seek is not in a bottle or a prescription. It is flowing within you in a silent river, waiting for you to grant it permission to be released. It is in your next breath. It is on your next plate. It is in your next step. It is in your next night of peaceful rest. You have the power. You have the knowledge. The only question left is, will you use it? If this message resonated with you, if it stirred something inside you, then please subscribe to this channel, because every week I will be here sharing more honest, science-backed insights to help you feel strong, confident, and truly alive again. And if you know another man, a brother, a father, a friend who needs to hear this, who is silently struggling with that feeling of fading away, please share this with him today. You could change his life. Leave a comment below. Tell me which of these pillars resonated with you the most. Let's start the conversation that too many men are having alone. Together, we can change the story of what it means to be a strong man in the second half of life. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your trust. Your greatest chapters are not behind you. They are waiting to be written.